What's up, Warriors? Today I wanted to talk on a subject that a lot of people are hitting me up with. When it's towards the resentment. A lot of people, are having resentment towards one another. They ask me, "Hey, man, do you ever have resentment towards anybody, or did you ever had resentment?" And like you guys heard this saying before. Resentment is like drinking poison and hoping for that other person to die. The thing about it here is that you guys got to stop with that shit. What is that going to get you? You guys, especially if it's a family member, you got to skip to the end result. All that shit is a waste of energy. All that negative, energy that goes around, within the family, over a misunderstanding, over something stupid, something minor. If you were to sit back and really think about why you engaged on it, or what was the reason why all this started, it's 9 out of 10 is stupid and it's bullshit. But a lot of us, our pride, our ego, it's what gets us there. It's always that. It's always that you're too prideful to say sorry, you're too prideful to admit you were wrong. That shit is going around rampant and is destroying a lot of families because they just hold grudges. They hold grudges years and years. And, the easiest way to think about it is that, once you, forgive somebody, it's for yourself. It's for you to move forward, for you to, get that weight off your chest, and because a lot of times that's what's stopping you from progressing. You're pissed off, you're angry all the time, you're frustrated because you can't get your run back, your get backs, or, that's something that it's out of your control now, but it's still in the back of your head. That shit doesn't let you push forward. It doesn't. It has no benefit for you. That's just a waste of energy. A waste of you just sitting there thinking about it and always engaging on that. On that emotion or on that situation. Just thinking about it alone is just a waste of energy. So me, I learned that all that shit is it really worth it? When you're winning in life, when you're smashing in life, you don't give a shit about all that. That shit doesn't phase you. You know what? I came to find out that the only reason why a lot of people still hold resentment or hold grudges is because they ain't winning in life. They ain't doing nothing. They haven't accomplished nothing. So they're just bitter. But they're doing that to themselves. You're doing that to yourself. If I was to hold resentment or start letting people bother me on their comments or on what they're saying, it's just I wouldn't progress. I was, if especially if you engage in it, you just sit on it and it'll just destroy your productivity. You're not going to be productive no more. You're not going to be, able to think clear. Because that shit's gonna be in back of your head. That's, you gotta see a lot of ways to trump that, and it's always gonna be what's gonna help you more, where like it could be as simple as you're not letting it bother you because fuck, who cares, I ain't fucking care about you anyways, or it's not gonna bother me because it's a waste of energy. Don't give your people or another person a control over you. Don't let them take control over you by you getting pissed off or mad about the situation. So like I said, resentment is just poison on yourself. You're poisoning yourself. You're stopping yourself from going out there and becoming more. Because I guarantee you, if you were killing it in life, if you were smashing in life, if everything was going towards you're smashing your goals and winning in all areas, like fuck, man, you don't even think about that. You don't even have the time to even, that shit doesn't even cross your mind. So most of the time, you just gotta look and realize that, are you being productive? Are you, doing something with your life, or are you just sitting there and letting, that bitterness eat you alive? That bitterness or that resentment hold you back from being more productive in life. All that shit, a lot of people forget about that. They just don't realize what they're doing to themselves. They think that by being pissed off at that person, by mean mugging, by getting around them, and especially when family get together and you're not talking and thinking that that person is gonna give a shit. Fuck, most of the time the person don't give a shit. That person probably moved on. And they probably like not even tripping. They're fucking probably smashing, winning, doing what they got to do. That's not, you're not going to fucking bother them. You know, you're only fucking hurting yourself by acting in that manner, you know? And, you know, I came to realize, you know, even when I was, you know, chopping it up with my mom when I went to go visit her, you know, she felt bad, you know, over years of her, you know, not doing what she thought, you know, a mother should do. And I'm like, man, I ain't tripping on that. You know, like, you don't have to say sorry to me. Like, she felt bad for not, you know, giving me more or being a mother that, you know, that she should be, you know, showing the love, the careness. And I'm like, nah, man, you know, I don't victimize on that shit. You know, me, I put all that past me. You know, I just took it like that was, you know, a lesson, you know, learned. You know, you know, all that adversity, all that, you know, shit that I went through when I was young, all that shit helped me to become the man that I am now. So all that I did is use that shit as fuel, which most people don't. Most people just use that as an excuse. So that's what you got to realize, that, you know, you ain't, you know, you just can't fucking, you got to stop with that shit. You know, a lot of people, that's the main thing, that they always blame their parents, their circumstances, their, you know, the life that they were given. Nah, man, you know, a lot of times you got to drop that shit, you know. You could fucking pull out of it, you know. Stop fucking bitching out and victimizing, you know, straight up. You know, that's what you just got to, you know, realize that shit. So yeah, that day, you know, a couple months ago, like when my mom finally came in and told me, you know, that she all these years that she probably felt bad, you know, like, you guys, you know, they do that to themselves, you know, like, I moved on. I wasn't even thinking about that. I never even bring it up. I never even talk about it, you know, like, to me, that's in the past. You know, I'm here now, I'm smashing now, you know, I have my family, you know, I'm striving to become better, a leader, a father, you know, a husband. You know, I'm too busy for me to even be victimizing or thinking about how she treat me or how I was raised, or, you know, trying to, you know, blame others, you know. That's where a lot of people, you know, gotta fucking snap out of that shit, you know, and stop fucking blaming your parents, you know, your people. That's why you're not progressing. All that resentment and grudges, you're the one losing. You're the one that's fucking not gonna, you're the one stopping yourself, because that shit's still in you. You're not letting it go. You know, so that's why forgiveness, when you forgive somebody, it's not for them, it's for you. You know, you're actually, you know, lifting that weight that you've been carrying, that anger, that frustration, that resentment, that, you know, that poison that you have in there that doesn't let you fucking you know, achieve anything in life. You know, you're stopping yourself. You're wishing bad upon that person. You're talking about that person. You're gossiping about the person. All that shit is bad energy for you. A lot of people think like, well, I'm a good person, I don't do nothing wrong. But just on thought alone, just by you thinking bad on the other person or wishing bad upon the other person, that shit's karma enough, you know? That shit's already like, you know, that's a sin already that you shouldn't be doing. You shouldn't be wishing, you know, nothing bad upon, you know, anybody, you know. So people don't realize that in thought, or, you know, because you're so mad and so angry, you know, you start thinking the worst, and that's just as bad. So check that. You know, I just wanted to come on here and just share a quick little story that, you know, I went through, you know, a few months back with my mom. Like I said, she came at me, and I wasn't expecting it, but, you know, the way I told her is like, nah, man, you know, I love you. You know, there's no need for you to fucking say sorry. Like I said, you know, everything that I went through was, you know, to me, it was, it's what made me, you know, what made me that fucking solid, strong man individual that, you know, I didn't break through all these years of, being manipulated, or trying to play the victim. Nah, man, I was just I took it like you know, like a challenge, and I always just try to push forward and not blame nobody, because we always have choices and we're under control. That I realized at the young age, because I always was that hustler and that person that carried himself well, and that never fucking asked nobody for nothing. You know, that's always been me. So a lot of you guys got to snap out of that negative mindset, that resentment, those grudges, that you're only hurting yourself and holding yourself back from progressing in life. Let's fucking run it, warrior. Let's go.